Welcome back to Azeroth, people of Earth. Here we are once again. Well, not doing a delve exactly. In fact, not doing a delve at all, really. This is the Burning Crusade, which is a... I'm going to kill some stuff. I don't think I have to kill anything here. Oh, yeah, I do. Because this guy is in my way. I have been tasked with... collecting discarded nutriments, which apparently, oh yeah, what's that? Fight that guy.
I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
What is that thing doing? Okay, so yeah, I've killed some stuff. What they don't tell you when you take the quest is that the discarded nutriments. Oh, my guy is being eaten by some fungus. I gotta healify. Okay. What they don't tell you when you get this quest is that the discarded nutriments was discarded from their anuses. Yeah. I'm collecting Boglord poop, I think. I'm pretty sure, because they're very log-like. So yeah, I haven't made a video on delves in a long time, and that is primarily because War Within is pretty much over, right? They aren't adding any new content for it. The only thing they're adding new for it is they're making changes to the rewards in... oh, those mushrooms apparently pop up whenever... is that it? That's a discarded nutriment. Yeah, that looks kind of pile-ish. So yeah, War Within is over, and I've maxed out many of my characters as far as gear and stuff. I was looking forward to doing the pre-release to get gear for like one or two guys that I had ported over from from Legion Remix. I've made like 10 characters in that and maxed them all out, and then shifted them over to retail and got them kind of geared up. Not completely geared up, but most of them were, you know, really close to max, which is like, at the time was like 717 or something, which was the max for hero gear after they upped it. So I had gotten all these characters maxed out, and I had a few that needed some stuff, and I was like, well, maybe when the pre-release comes out. But then the pre-release came out, and it was so lame. Like, so lame. Totally lame. The lamest lame that ever lamed a lame. And so I just kind of gave up on it because of how stupid it was. And where'd that guy go? I turned, and there he goes. Let's fight this guy. Have him particularly fight my mini dude. And but it was so lame that I just kind of gave up on it. And with nothing else to do, nothing better to do, I decided I would try some of the classic stuff. I had already made up a character in classic Pandaria, and had gotten him up to like 82, 83 or something like that. But I didn't really care for Pandaria all that much. It wasn't bad. I didn't experience it very well, but the opening scenario just didn't send me all that much. And so I was like, TBC is where I left off. It's the version of WoW that I was playing when I left, I don't know, 20-some years ago. And I kind of enjoyed it back then. I have re-experienced many of the reasons why I quit, because it did kind of suck in some ways. Retail has fixed a lot of problems, don't get me wrong. But the problem they have not fixed and continue to not fix is the players, because I understand they are a business and they want money. Like everybody, all businesses, their thing is they want money. If that guy, he takes my bog turd, I'm gonna be mad. See, here's one of the biggest problems with this version of it is there's a lot of, see, that is very log-like. Like, if that's not a bog turd, I don't know what is. I don't know bog turds if that isn't one of them. Don't ask me how I know. But yeah, so I didn't like the pre-release at all. From all of the content that I've seen of seen for Midnight, they look like they're going to have some interesting delve changes, and so I'll be doing some videos on that, no doubt. But I'm not really thinking I'm going to do a lot of retail stuff, and I worry that they may screw up retail.
That's still recharging.
And if they do that, get away from his mushroom. That may wind up being a discarded nutriment. I don't know. No. If they have them, like, just stop every now and then and squat and then drop a discarded nutriment, that would be just a little too real, I guess. So they're not doing that. But it would be funny. It would be very, very funny. It would almost, but not quite, almost make up for the tic-tac-toe game they added in the pre-release. I mean, for the love of all that is holy, they added a tic-tac-toe game to the pre-release. Like, the very definition of futility. And I just kind of felt like that was mockery, you know? Like, they put a tic-tac-toe game in the pre-release, which is the very definition, like I say, of futility. If you watch the game, or the movie, War Games, it's a really good movie from the 80s. Really cool. And it's, it just struck me as like, the developers have taken mockery of their player base to a new level by adding an achievement centered around just doing doing tic-tac-toe repeatedly. So I'm just like, you know, screw this. I'm going to give up on retail. I'm going to go level up a guy. You can see I'm 64, which is 6 levels away from maximum in Burning Crusade. And I'm liking it well enough. I've been doing some instance runs, which is almost the opposite of what I do. All right, I love doing delves because I can do them by myself. I don't have to like look for a group. They have a pretty good. It's very much, if I remember correctly, the looking for group tool. You go here and you put yourself in the list, and then people will like pick you out. It doesn't randomly match you up itself, but it's, you know, I've gotten some bad groups, but overall, I think a lot of the bad people are in retail for a reason, and so a lot of the bad stuff isn't, you know, it's not as big a deal here in TBC as it is in retail, because the retail people seem to think that retail matters, you know.
Still recharging.
But yeah, so I've been doing this, and I may make some videos if anybody has any questions or I don't know, comments, criticisms on how I'm playing. By all means, let me know. There's nothing I need more than someone telling me how to play the game, because I don't have that. I'm not in retail anymore. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here as I find my last piece of bogward poop. Burn this guy down with searing pain. Everything was considerably simpler in this day and age. So I'll leave it here, and you guys have fun playing WoW.